Hello, this is a problem of a cylindrical tank which is to be painted not only on the top surface but also bottom surface. Total cylinder is to be painted at top and bottom. Suppose this is the cylinder, this is the water tank or whatever. The bottom circular area and top circular area both are to be painted, and lateral surface, complete cylindrical surface also to be painted. And um, so they have given the cylindrical tank dimensions means size. The height of the cylindrical tank is 1.5 meters, 1.5 meters, and diameter of the tank is 50 centimeter, means it's a half meter. Hmm. Anyway, these are four tanks are there. Each tank dimension is given, and they want to paint. For that, they want to find how many paint cans or parts of paint are needed for painting all these four tanks. If one pot covers 4 square meters, this you may get a lot of square meters of area for all the four tanks. So much total area divided by 4 square meters, you will get the number of pots. Of course, as we discussed earlier, even if you get 1.2 parts, you cannot have 1.2. You have to buy two cans or two parts. Even if it is 1.8 or 1.2 or 1.1 also, you have to go to the next higher round figure, two parts or something like that. You cannot get half part or 0.2 parts. Okay. Now, because they have given one part covers 4 square meters, all the units of the area should be in square meters. Otherwise, you have to change this one into square centimeter if you want to use only centimeters and this centimeters. But what I do is, because this is 4 square meters, I can just convert 50 centimeters into meters. So how much you will get? 50 centimeter means it is 50 divided by 100, because 100 centimeter is 1 meter, and that is nothing but 0.5 meters. This is the diameter. If 0.5 meter is the diameter, what is the radius? You know, diameter is always twice the radius. 2r is 0.5 meters. This is what you need to understand. That means we got the diameter 2r is equal to 0.5 meters. So if 2r equal to 0.5, what is the radius? So that one you have to calculate. You will get in meters, because this unit also 0.5 is meters, and height is 1.5 meters. So let us use that one. So if 2r is 0.5, r is how much? 0.5, 0.5 divided by 2. Yes, 2 times r is this one. So 0.25 meters. This is the radius. So radius is 2.5 meters, I mean 0.25 meters, and height is 1.5 meters. So you can keep them together. R is 0.25 meters. These are the two things we require, height and radius. So we use it, we just take it. Height is 1.5 meters, that is the height, and radius is this center to this one. Total is 0.5 meters, so half is 0.25 meters, that is radius. Radius is 0.25 meters. And previously we have discussed, to get the total surface area, this is the formula we use. That is 2 times the pi r square top and bottom, and the lateral surface area, like a rectangle area, 2 pi r length times height. That is, this is the formula. So total surface area of one cylinder is, use this formula, 2 pi r times r plus h. 2 pi r times r plus h. All units should be same thing. You should not have one unit in meters, another in centimeters. Everything should be uniform. So here, let us say 2 pi. Pi means, the circle constant. It is approximately equal to 3.142. I can just say for 3 decimal points. And or you can also have in a fraction form 22/7, or you can, as it is, use accurately by the calculator's function pi. You can just use pi, whatever is there, you can use it times that one. Sometimes they say we want accurate answer, then you don't convert pi into this number, decimal number, just keep pi as pi. 2 pi means 2 pi only. Don't multiply pi with pi as 3.142. That means 2 pi means, some people they write 2 times pi means 3.142. That means 2 pi will be 6.284. Sometimes they want as it is. That means 2 pi means 2 pi, 6 pi means 6 pi, 10 pi means 10 pi. Don't convert into decimal numbers and multiplications. 2 pi. I now just convert into numbers. 3.142 times r. R is 0.25. This is what is called substituting the values. While substituting, 2 is 2, pi is 3.142, and r means 0.25. 2 pi r means 2 times pi times r. 2 times pi times r. This is the pi value. And then completely multiply by, that is, brackets show multiplication. This is multiplication. So r is 0.25 plus h is 1.5. This is the values substituted in this formula. All the variables are r and h. We substituted the values of these variables in the formula. This is the formula for total surface area. 2 pi r times total, this all times 0.25 plus 5, 1.5. Now 2 times 3.142 times 0.25. Now you can open the bracket after calculating this total. How much? 0.25 times plus 1.5. 0.25 plus 1.5. 1.5 means 1.50. That means 7.5 here and here. That means 1.75. These all numbers. 2 times 3.142 times 0.25 times 1.75. This one, if you calculate using your scientific calculator, you'll be getting 2.35619. Total surface area is 2.35 plus the top and bottom you have to add. So you'll be getting 2.748. 2.748. And this is all in square meters. I'll just check the answer by the calculator. Can I have the calculator, please? Calculator. So this is the calculator. 2 times 3.142 times 0.25 times 1.75 is equal to 2.749 is coming. I'll just round up. I take it 2.749 square meters. This is for one cylinder. This is for one cylinder. This is for one cylinder. So we need to find out for four cylinders, four cylindrical tanks. So you can say for four tanks, the total area is equal to 4 times TSA of each tank. That is 4 times 2.749 square meters, and that will be equal to, we can just multiply this one. I'll cancel that. I'll just take 2.749 times 4. That will be 10.99. 10.996. So I can round it off. This is the symbol for approximately equal to. This is the exact equal to two straight lines, but here approximately or nearly equal to 11 square meters. 11 square meters. And that is all for 4 tanks. We need 11 square meters to be covered. Okay. Now, once we got 11 square meters, we know that for every 4 square meters, one pot is needed, because one pot covers 4 square meters. So we can write the proportion statement. 4 square meters covers by one pot. So I'll just do this one here. So proportion formula is needed, and we will use that one here. So here 4 square meters, 4 square meters is covered by one pot. 4 square meters covered by one pot of paint. One pot of paint. That is, if 4 square meters covered by one pot of paint, then this total 11 square meters covered by how many pots? How many pots? This is the question. How many pots? And you know the proportion formula. This is the proportion formula. Proportion statement here. Proportion statement is, if 4 square meters covered by one pot, then 11 square meters, how many pots? So if this is A, then if this is B, and if C, what is the formula? The formula for this is always C over A times B, or C times B over A. B over A. C times B over A, or C over A times B. That means C over A times B is nothing but C is 11 square meters, and this should be same, one over the other. A is 4 square meters times B is 1 part. And here you can see the units how they get cancelled. Square meter gets cancelled, leaving with final unit part. That means finally you will be getting the units as so many parts. And 11 over 4 times 1 means 11 over 4. 11 over 4 is, you can just do it mentally. 4 goes in this 11 only 2 times, because 3 times means 12 it goes. And 4 times 2 is 8, 3 is there, so decimal, then 7, 7 4 is 28, and then 5. Okay, 2.75 parts, and you cannot get fractional parts 0.75. So you have to go to the next higher number, that is approximately, you can say 3 parts are needed. That is the answer. So 3 parts of paint are needed, and that is what you have to show it clearly. Finally, the answer is 3 parts you need to buy from the market. So the answer is, you can write number of, NO dot means number of parts of paint is equal to 3 for all the 4 tags. So this is the answer. 3 parts needed. Okay, because I have written here parts, no need to write. If it is not written, if simply dash, you have to write what is the answer, then you have to write the units. Units are parts, not kilograms or meter square or meters or cubic meters. Is only 3 parts of cans. And in some higher problems, they may say that for each part costs 3 pounds. What is the total cost? That means 3 times 3 pound, 9 pounds. Plus sometimes they will say labor cost is so much per square meter of painting, and also transportation cost is so much for 10 cans or 5 cans. Then what is the total cost? So labor cost, material cost means paint cost, and transportation cost. These type of things you have to go step by step, and you have to show the working. All this working you have to show. This is important, the proportion statement. If 4 square meters covered by 1 part, then 11 square meters covered by how many parts? So if for A you can say, for A, if it is B, then for C how much? So C divided by A times B, that is in this way, square meter square. This should be same units, one below the other when you are writing the proportion statement. Then the final units will be this one. Okay, so I quickly revise. The cylinder is given, each cylinder dimensions 1.5 meter and 50 centimeter diameter, but you should have same units. So 50 centimeter I will convert into meters, that is 0.5 meters, and because it is diameter, 2 radius is 0.5 diameter, that means radius will be half of 0.5, 0.25. So this is what you require to have the data converted into same units of meters. Then you should calculate for each cylinder what is the area. For each cylinder area, total surface area for each cylinder is 2 pi r times r plus h. Using this formula, r is 0.25, h is 1.5, 1.5 and r2 0.25. Get it, and then multiply by 4 for complete area, that is coming as 11 square meters. So for 4 square meters, if you need one pot of paint, a total 4 tanks area 11 square meters, how many parts? This is how proportionately calculate. Even though you get some decimal values, you round off to the higher number of parts and then conclude it. Okay, and you should show all the working. And if you show the cylinder and dimension, that will be all right. Otherwise, you can simply show the lateral surface and circles like this. You can show. Even if you do not show, just show top 2 circles plus 1 rectangle. One rectangle is, this is 2 pi r and this height is h. And this one is, each one is pi r square. This is pi r square. Pi r square plus pi r square plus 2 pi r times h. This is the total surface area. This is how you can show, instead of showing the full cylinder and all these things. Okay, thank you. Try to practice this type of cylinder surface areas and prism surface areas. A little advanced one is the conical surface area.